Hello, good morning, student. Welcome to the Divine Academy. I am Shailesh Joshi. Will teach you lesson number 2, Cultural Heritage of India, Traditional Handicraft and Fine Arts. In lesson number 1, we learn about culture. What is culture? What is heritage? Natural heritage, man-made heritage, etc. point we discuss in detail in lesson number 2, Traditional Handicraft and Fine Arts, our main topic. So page number 8, our textbook. Open it. Cultural heritage. As we discuss, India is a country of rich cultural heritage. It includes materialistic and genetical heritage. Here you need to understand what is materialistic heritage, what is genetical heritage. Best example given in this paragraph: the child inherits physical and mental characteristics from the parents by birth is known as a genetic inheritance. Physical, mental characteristic from the parents means what? Here genetically in family, mother, father are fat or curly hair, or they are tall or short genetically, and children are also either fat, either thin, either short, having curly hair. These all physical characteristic inherited from the parents is called the genetic inheritance. In a particular family, in our school, few students are fatty. They are too much fat. If you check their parents' weight and body, they are also fatty. Maybe their grandfather, grandmother also fatty. Means they are fat, that is a genetic inheritance, but it is physical. Now mental. Suppose in your family, mother or father, anyone is good in math subject. Maths is good, and you are also good in math subject. So maybe it is your genetic inheritance. Or few children are good in language. The language command is good. So that is their explanation skill, their delivering the speech. That is also a one speech skill, or singing, painting, etc. type of skill they possess. Good memory, whatever this their nature, it is mental characteristic. So here in detail we with example understand house, land, real estates, property like obtained from the ancestors is called our material heritage. So genetic heritage and materialistic heritage. In India, Red Fort, Taj Mahal, Sun Temple, Kirti Toran, such type of whatever palaces, fort, it is our materialistic heritage. Our ancestors built and today we possess it. So it is our materialistic heritage. In our family, any haveli, house, building constructed by your grandfather or grandfather's father, forefather, today you have it means it is your materialistic heritage. In short, house, land, property obtained from ancestor is called our material heritage. Example already I gave you. Historical monuments, places in our country, our materialistic heritage. And similarly, whatever man obtain or create with his intellect and skill is generally called cultural heritage. That is, already we learned in lesson number 1. What is cultural heritage? Whatever man obtain or create with his intellect and skill is called cultural heritage. Dance, painting, music, wooden art, other weaving, embroidery, etc. type of skill we develop, art develop with our intellectuality and skill, and it becomes our cultural heritage. Here 3 points we discuss. What is genetical heritage? What is material heritage? What is cultural heritage? Now, in the same manner, traditions, customs, rituals and special type of lifestyle adopted by our ancestors is also known as a cultural heritage. Here customs and tradition point beta. In our Indian culture, we adopted Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Atithi Devo Bhava. So we welcome our guest, we serve them, respect them and treat them as a Dev, Atithi Devo Bhava. That is our customs, rituals and sanskars. Birth, at the time of birth, pre-birth, offering the sacred thread, Yagnopavit, sanskar. Even the person died, after that whatever rituals performed in our Indian culture, that is one type of culture of India, our traditions, to respect our elders, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, right? Our marriage, our social ceremonies, religious ceremonies, these all become the part of our life, and it is our cultural heritage. Number of example I can give you, beta. So whatever type of lifestyle we adopted, our customs, our traditions, our rituals is our cultural heritage. In the past, there were a pankti system to offer the food. Patla system was there to sit on the patla and to serve the food. All our guests and what are the invitees, they should sit in a one line and to serve them food. It was our one way, and today buffet system. Whenever in mass we gather for lunch or dinner, and buffet system, now it is our modern tradition. In the past, patla system, buffet system was not there. It is changed. Anyhow, our traditions, our customs, our rituals, and special type of lifestyle adopted by our ancestor is our cultural heritage. In addition, other matters like education, farming, trade, rules, regulations for daily life, festivals, entertainment, art and handicraft, beliefs and skills are also included in our cultural heritage. Right? So it is changed. Entertainment, for example, today there are the theaters, television, social media, internet. So today the entertainment way change. In the past, drama perform on the stage, characters comes on the stage and they perform the drama. It was a tradition. As we learn about the Bhavai, Ranglo, Rangli, we will discuss. It is also our tradition. It is a entertainment in those days. Rope climbers, nut, snake charmers were coming to the street. Magicians. Today, the way of entertainment change. Means the culture change. Now, India being an ancient country of the world, India has its best traditions, social values, dogma, customs and family system. So it is our duty to preserve our cultural heritage. The main focus in this history this year, it is to preserve and conserve our cultural heritage. India has a rich cultural heritage. It is the gift of our forefather, but nowadays it is our duty to preserve our heritage. There are reference of 64 arts in our ancient literature. Fill in the blanks, beta. 64 arts in our ancient literature. They are handicraft, workmanship, kasab, art, drawing, music, dramatic art and dance. These are the few. Such type of many arts are there. Our ancient currencies were also valuable. Prosperity of India was main attraction for visitors to attack on India. As we learn, Mughal kings, Europeans, they try to conquer our country because of prosperity of India. Once upon a time, India was a golden bird, means सोने की चिड़िया. It attract many foreigners to attack on India, to invade India. It tells that India was rich. India had a rich cultural heritage. Today, the education of yoga has been considered as a part of cultural heritage. Means yoga is a gift of India to the world. Ayurveda is a gift of India to the world. Such kind of many field where India's contribution is noteworthy. Vastu Shastra, astronomy, astrology, mathematics, chemistry, in each and every field India contributed, and keeping in mind it, now our UN has accepted 21st June to be celebrated as a World Yoga Day, and every year it is celebrated as the World Yoga Day in the whole world. That is, most important, fill in the blanks. After a few days, 21st June, we will celebrate this year also as a World Yoga Day. Okay, total 64 arts is a point in India. 21st June celebrated as the World Yoga Day. Important blanks for GK even. What is genetic heritage? What is material heritage? What is cultural heritage? We discuss in detail. Now, in this chapter, Art of Indian Artisans, we will learn one by one. The beauty of Indian cultural heritage is lying in traditional art of artisans. Art of artisans. Modern not. Traditional art of artisans. Okay, in this art, the beauty of Indian cultural lying. Suppose potter make the pot. Weaver weave the clothes. Carpenter do the carpentry on wood. Our dancer expert in dance. They perform different dance. They all are the artisans. Painters are doing the painting. Sculptors are doing the sculpture. So this weaving, embroidery, wooden art, clay work, drawing, painting, leather industry, enamel work, sculpture, architecture, acrylic work, diamond related artistic work, workmanship and knitting work have their unique identity in India. So in this lesson we will learn one by one all these arts. India was famous for producing this kind of artistic goods. Among them, first of all, today, clay art we will learn. Clay art, important 3-mark short note. Lesson number 2, page number 8. EGS short note. Knowledgeable, important for exam. So let us learn it. Man and clay have been closely associated since ancient time. Closely associated, you need to understand that. Before the invention of metal, copper, iron, gold, silver, steel, aluminium was not there. In those days, men used the clay utensils. Today also, but in those days more. So man and clay have been closely associated since ancient time. Cement concrete buildings were not. Mud walls were there, mud house were there. They prepare the chula from the clay. Today gas stove. In those days no. So prepare the chula from the clay. Clay toys, clay utensils, clay containers. Let us we continue. Main point, beta, man and clay have been closely associated since ancient time is your question. Explain the statement. How? The whole life of man revolves around it from the cradle to the grave. From cradle to the grave, whole life of the man revolves around the clay. How it is, beta? as and when the man born and swinging in the cradle એટલે ગોળિયું use the clay toys, play with clay toys, drink the water from the water pot, right? And all the food grains contain in a store in a container, clay container. The house where the men live, it is also bricks made from the clay, or the clay walls are there. When cement concrete buildings were not there, the house was daubed with a cow dung and clay. In short, from cradle to grave. So easiest point, toys made from the clay. And as and when the person died, then also the tomb, the graveyard, there buried the body into the earth. Means cradle to grave. Even at that time also, as per Indian culture, the water pot carried with the dead body during the funeral, and in the graveyard the body buried. Means our whole life revolves around the clay, right? At a different stage of our life we use the clay toys, clay wares, right? Before the invention of metal, clay things were used abundantly. Toys, pots, pitchers, earthen lamps, clay stove, clay wares, means clay utensils, container were made by the potter to store grains, milk, ghee, curd and buttermilk. In those days, this steel, aluminium, copper utensils was not there. Containers were not there. So this grain, milk, ghee, curd, buttermilk were stored in the clay containers. It was good for the health, hygienic, organic. Today refrigerator, today modern container. In short, our point beta, whole our life revolves around the clay. Maximum kitchenwares were made up of clay. Past tense, mention in past tense, were made up of clay. Today not. Today maximum kitchenwares not made up of clay, but in the past they were made up of clay. The walls of the houses, kubas means hut, was plastered by the paste of cow dung and clay. એટલે લીંપણ. Cow dung and clay means લીંપણ. Your generation may be not seen it, but it was. Like, then we have got many clay utensils of red color that belong to Lothal, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa culture of ancient time. During the excavation, ખોદકામ કરતી વખતે Lothal, Mohenjo-daro, Harappa ancient culture, we found the clay utensils of red color. To support your answer, you need to write this line. Potter's wheel is considered to be the best device for clay work in ancient time. એટલે પોટર્સ વ્હીલ યુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ બેટા, એને ચાકડો કહીએ છીએ ત્યારે. વેર ધ પોટર prepare the made the clay utensils. So potter's wheel is considered to be the best device for clay work in ancient India. Fill in the blanks. Blank is considered to be the best device of clay work in ancient India. Potter's wheel. Clear? In the present time also we can see Garba in Navratri. Yes, having a holes containing earthen lamp inside it. Earthen lamp, kodia. So it is a example of clay art. India was famous for producing the baked utensils of baked clay as well as unbaked clay, terracotta. Since ancient time, this is known by seeing remains of old and handmade clay utensils found from Nagarjunkonda in South India and Langanas in Mehsana district. Ancient clay utensils found from there, baked clay, unbaked clay, utilized. So here, art of clay work or clay art short note is completed. Most important 3-mark short note. As a homework, you need to write it, learn it, first to last word, preferable if you learn in detail. Okay, Jai Bharat, thank you.